Oh no, the Steam sale ended yesterday and I forgot to buy anything. Except for this PNG of a rat, and he's not even Steam Deck compatible.
I do run on Linux though.
Holy sh! With the Steam sale over, you might feel like you missed out on getting games for uber cheap, but there is a whole genre of games that cost merely the price of a cup of coffee. I call these coffee cup games because of their similarity in price to coffee, and because it puts in perspective what you might have to skip out on in order to play these experiences. And if you're not willing to give up your daily Starbucks run, I totally get it. You can just sacrifice your firstborn instead. Yeah, just anywhere in the lava there. For $3 to $8, coffee cup games often serve up much less in terms of scope, but they offer wacky or unique experiences unlike anything with a larger price tag. So today on Blurbs, let's look at 6 more coffee cup games. Hey, it's me, car salesman John. We're all out of Chevy Cruises, but we do have a hole of infinite despair. Our first section is whole bean coffee, and by whole, I mean games with the word whole in the name. Whole is one of the best experiences I've ever picked up in this price range. It's an extraction shooter with extremely tight gunplay. It sees you cramped up in tight spaces as you look for resources in buildings packed full of reactive and somewhat creepy enemies. In some ways, its vibe reminds me of Superhot, but the intense single-player extraction shooting gameplay is something else entirely. Your gun will jam, you'll forget to cycle in a bullet, and you'll die far more often than you'd like, but each run is a new chance to collect and progress, and it's always an absolute joy. But the next hole-related game is one about digging a hole. Oh hey, I found that car salesman from earlier. Digging a hole is a silly little game about digging straight down as you upgrade your resources so that you can dig down a little faster. It kind of reminds me of mobile games from back in the day as your upgrades continue to compound, allowing you to get bigger upgrades and explore larger swaths of this underground space, making the whole digging process a lot easier. There's something oddly satisfying about this power creep as you tear up the entire backyard to find something. I'm not quite sure what it is yet. Regardless, for only $5, there's a lot of fun to be had in this simple experience. Recent years have seen coffee aiming to become more environmentally friendly. Many video games also tend to shed a light on the importance of environmental upkeep, some of them even costing as much as a cup of coffee. Spilled is one of my favorites. Sitting at the cheap price of $5.99, Spilled offers us a relaxing cleaning simulator as we aim to clear oil and debris out of this vibrant blue water. The immense feeling of accomplishment as you peel back the grime and muck is one of my favorites in video games. The game's charming, painterly art style makes the polluted areas feel like crimes against watercolor, and restoring them is genuinely rewarding. You don't just clean up the mess, you make the world feel worth saving. But Kubota Park doesn't ask you to save its environment, it invites you to hang out in it, catch bugs, and have a good time. Its approach to environmentalism isn't preachy, it's more like, look how cool this place is. Wouldn't it suck if the government sold it? Collecting bugs becomes a surprisingly addictive loop. There's a battle system too, but honestly I just like having the bugs. There's something charming about assembling your own insect squad, like a tiny 6-legged boy band. While I wish it would go farther in some areas, its low price alleviates a lot of that frustration, and all in all I think it's a really good experience. But often the best way to enjoy an expensive cup of coffee or a cheap video game is with friends. I talked about Peak last week and I'm going to do it again this week, and there's nothing you can do about it.
I could just stop watching.
No! Peak is one of the most fun multiplayer games I've played in a long time, creating some absolutely hilarious situations. I think the biggest advantage to its price point is that it's easy to get your friends to purchase it as well. It's not like having to ask them to pick up Helldivers or Rematch, which are $30 or $40. It's a simple, hey, we should try this game out. It's only $7, and if you hate it,
I'll just push you off this cliff to your death.
Peak is genuinely so fun. If you have a few friends to play it with, it's absolutely worth getting. Also worth picking up for the low price of losing all your friendships is Pico Park. Pico Park is an infuriating puzzler that you can play with up to 7 other friends. It uses the group quantity in puzzles which you need to solve by working together, so it's pretty much impossible. While I can only dream of what it's like to actually successfully play this game, it does look fun in some other videos. Okay, so there were 6 more games that cost as much as a cup of coffee. I find that these experiences always shock me with their unique design and with the passion put into creating them. Regardless, I think that it's important that games like this exist, and I'm really glad that I keep seeing more crop up. So go on to Steam, check out a few of these games, and let me know if you see any others so that I can make an episode 3. That's all, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.